That's a bad angle of me. All right. Welcome everybody to the Hammond Urban Homestead. My name is Sierra Hammond.
I'm Natalie Sutton.
And she is
my daughter.
My sweet teenager daughter. And she asked me when I told her I was going to be butchering goats if she could help because she wanted to learn how to do it.
Yep. I didn't expect it to be so early. I get it.
It's 8 in the morning. It's
early.
It was 4 in the morning when I woke up. And I was planning everything to get started. So, we are going to be butchering. Oh, why? Okay. For some reason, I was like, I'm blind. I can't see. So,
I helped make that. Don't beat it up.
I know. Just stab it. So, what we're doing is we're going to butcher these goats. I'm going to show you all how to do it.
Hey, you're not allowed in here.
What, Lily just got in here again? Whatever, she always comes in here. So, I'm going to teach you all how to do this along with my daughter. And I'm sharpening all my knives. You can't butcher something with dull knives, okay? It sucks a lot.
You've done it.
You can't cut nothing with a dull knife.
I know, you can't.
You work harder for nothing. So.
You can't cut anything with a dull scalpel, which we did have for like 2 days. It sucked.
She did pig dissections last week at school. Did you guys finish up on that?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, that's sharp. I should find my sharpening stone and sharpen them the right way.
Isn't there a sharpening stone in it, though?
Yes, there's a sharpening stone in it. It's not the best. Okay. So, come with us. I am going to bring the bucks down. I will dispatch them. YouTube doesn't like to see that stuff. What we do is we use a 22. And there is a point on the back of their head when you cross the horns and when you go across from their horns on the very back of their head where the skull doesn't have all that extra thickness that you shoot. I won't show you that. There are plenty of diagrams on the interweb that show you how to do it. And once we get started, we'll gut them, skin them, and then we'll piece them out, and I'll show you all that. So,
I forgot a hair tie. I'm gonna go get that.
Yeah, go grab your hair tie, sweetheart. Key part, ladies. If you have long hair, short hair, pull it back. Your hands will get dirty. So, got all my knives cleaned and sharpened. Not this one so clean. I'm gonna go wash this one in a minute. But Ray's stringing up our hanging system. I'll actually take you over there to show you because it's really useful and it's quite helpful. Well, gotta walk up the side of the hill. So this is our butchering station right here. We'll hang the goats up from these pulleys and we fasten them down so we can do the rest of the work. This is extra materials we're going to be moving later this week. But for now, it'll work out. We're going to only use this pulley system. Normally I do 2 goats at the same time, but this area is too cluttered. So we're only going to use this side to do our butchering. Well, not butchering, but disemboweling. And I don't know where Ray went. I saw him walking around with the rope. And I'm too short to string it. Short girl club. All right. Copper, what are you doing out here, hound? What you doing out here? Copper's out here. Girl. Hi, girl. Are you excited about freeze-dried liver? Freeze-dried goat liver! Wow! She's excited.
She's gonna drop it.
I know. I was just... Come on, Copper. Come on. All right. The dogs like their treats. All right. Natalie got her hair done. It's all pulled back.
I think your hair tie might snap in my hair.
My hair tie? Did
No.
you grab that one that's all, the elastic's all broken up? I went out because of that.
Oh.
I was like, it's going to break while I'm doing the goats. I know it.
Did you grab the ladder from inside the greenhouse?
Yes, dear. All right. I'm going to bring you guys with me. Hey, take the camera, kiddo. Okay. It's on selfie mode. You got to flip it. Flip it. No, flip it.
I can do this.
Oh my God, no. No. Do it right or don't do it at all, sweetie.
So I'm filming.
For the moment.
Aw.
Ray's hooking up the pulley system. Here's the ladder. I'm gonna make this sheet. Because that's not safe.
So what are you doing, Ray?
Right now, I'm tying a bowline.
Oh gosh.
There's Mom all the way over there. Getting the goats. Or feeding them.
What's up, honey?
The sky. That's gonna be the answer.
Are you making sure you're filming properly? Because you're walking around with that thing so low. You don't even have it in front of your face.
Is it filming good?
I just gave the girls a looking actually.
Goats.
Nat, I'm caught!
Oh no! Mom got caught. There's all the goats.
Thank you. Can I get through? Thank you. Good grief.
So which one are we butchering?
Junior and Brownie.
Ah, okay.
Those are the two weathers we have.
And you just watched the little babies run across screen.
Cute. So we're doing those guys, and then I think next weekend I'm actually doing Haven and ice cream. And they're big enough for meat. They're only 5 months old, so that's not too bad. They were singletons. As you know, Brownie came from a kidding of 5, and Junior came from a kidding of 6, so they were a lot smaller. So we wanted to see how big they would get by the time they turned 1. And they're already both yearlings now. So
We had these guys for a year?
yes.
Oh.
Brownie was born March 16th, and Junior was born April 15th. So I'm not sure. They were like a month apart. But we're going to butcher those two today.
All right.
Only reason
You missed it the first time.
What?
The latch.
The last?
The latch.
Oh, it's the morning. No coffee. All right. So we'll let them, eat some rations up here. I'm going to load the 22 and get it ready. And once Ray tells me he's done setting up the pulley system. You're all good now? Okay. So I need to grab the red scoop that has milking rations in it. You're really close to me.
I can get closer.
No, thank you. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. I got rations. Oh, sorry.
Careful.
He's like, I don't want to get out of the pen. Everybody has rations. Come on, dude.
Must guide the goats. Oh, there goes Lily.
Yeah, there's not
Oh,
much
hi.
hiding when he's gonna trip you.
Yeah, I see that.
Stay here. Actually, stop filming. Okay, sorry. I was trying to help.
I know.
Because he's quite heavy.
I understand.
He's about 50 pounds. You okay, kiddo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
about there? You want them higher?
No, that's perfect, actually. Pull my sleeves up. Don't want to get my cute blouse all yucky. You're gonna climb over the tree. Isn't it the smartest idea?
I tried to film on the trees.
No.
No, I did try. Now he's all ready to start.
All right, Ray. Would you like to take the camera so I can get her over here and we can start teaching her? All right, Nat. So you always line your gut bag or your gut bucket. And what we're gonna do is we're going to start making our incision from here. We're gonna go down, we're gonna go around the urethra, and then we're gonna continue down to the sternum. Where is that? Right here. All right. And then we're gonna open him up, get his guts out. I'm gonna break his pelvis so we can cut the whole anus out, and we'll be finished with that part, and then we can start skinning him. All right. Now, gutting them is the easy part. Skinning them is going to be a lot harder because they're not like a rabbit. All right.
I've never skinned anything before.
Okay. But you've seen me do the rabbits, right?
Yeah.
Where I pull their skin off. It's not like that. This will be like when we go moose hunting in September. Because if I get a moose or our friends get a moose, we'll be helping them do this as well. So I want you to hold this. And remember, chew your bubble gum, okay? So I'm going to start from here. I'm going to go down between the teats. And then we're going to go around here. And you always make sure your knife is sharp, okay?
Okay.
Because this is a sharp knife. It just cut through that skin fairly easily.
Is their skin like a leather?
It's a thick hide. So it's thick. I'll show you when I get past this part, okay?
Okay.
The hide in the storefront is a goat hide.
The ones I've been tanning. And I'm just going to the side of the urethra. So,
And isn't that where the umbilical cord used to be?
no, the umbilical cord was actually right here.
Oh.
That is the urethra. Here's the penis right here. So this whole part right here is the penis.
Okay.
So it's just the hole where the penis comes out.
Okay.
So this part's just a little tricky because I don't want to cut straight through the abdomen to get there.
Oops.
Yep. So right there, you see that? Ray said, oops. That is actually fat, but I cut through the abdomen already. So that's why I was saying you got to be really careful, because you don't want to accidentally
Cut the wrong thing.
Yep. So now we're at the sternum, where it's quite hard to cut through. All right. I'm going to cut up this part and this part, just so I can peel back the skin a bit.
To make a flap, yeah.
To make a flap and give myself more of a space.
That's Lily.
Are you pestering? She always does this when I'm butchering.
She wants your droppings.
Yeah, she wants the bits. Alright, so I'm gonna go around here. And it's right before this tendon right here. Feel it.
Oh.
So I'm going to cut around this, and then I'm gonna go straight down. Meet up right here on both sides. You don't want to cut it all the way through, because you'll cut your tendons and the ligaments that are holding it up right now, because we have them attached right there. So I'm just cutting right here to get that flap that I want. And the skin here is very thick, so it takes a little bit of working to get it going. You can fit your fingers in between the skin and the muscles as well to make it
easier to cut.
Yes, just to speed up the process just a little bit. All right. So there's the muscles right there. And what I'm going to do is start cutting away.
Is that a blood?
That was a blood vessel going to the teat that you saw. So every mammal, males and females, all have nipples, teats, whatever you want to call them. It's just a sign of being a mammal. So we're just gonna go through. See how quick this is?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do that. It's a little harder when you get further down. I just want to get myself a clear space before I start disemboweling.
So there's white streaks in the goat. Where's that from?
Oh, you'll see when we get further, sweetie.
Okay.
I can't think of the wording right now.
When you actually see it, you will.
Yeah, it's like the muscles, like humans have abs, so these are the goat abs.
Oh.
Kind of, in a way, because this is all that lower abdomen, and we have strong
Connective tissues.
Yeah, connective tissues and stuff like that, and fat can form between them. And I'm not gonna lie, this is quite a round wether.
Nice and chubby.
Not that chubby. All right, so I'm gonna do the same on this side, And then I'm going to move it open so we have this big open space for me to work. So once again, we do the slicing around here. Don't cut too deep. We're only just cutting open the skin. Because if you go too crazy, you'll have less supports to hold up your goat.
Just by the fur.
Barely. Alright, so my knife is starting to get dull.
Is that why you want me to hold the...
Yes. Please. You gotta let me know when you start filming.
I did.
I know, but I'm letting you know now on.
Oh, okay.
It's just... Alright.
I thought you were close to done, so I just...
No, you're fine. I'm not anyway worried. I'm just making more space. Alright. So, we got them all open, as in peeled back. I'm going to make my incision, and then I'm going to pull his intestines out and everything else that goes along with it. But first, sorry, buddy. We're gonna just move his manhood out of the way.
Manhood.
There. It's right behind. I'm just clearing up some of the mammary gland tissues. So like I was saying earlier about teats and stuff.
Is it stuck on you?
Yeah.
Oof.
Alright, so you want to be careful when you go to make your incision. What I like to do is just do a slice right here. Now we're in the abdomen. I put 2 fingers in. I put my blade right here between them, and I pull everything outwards. Alright? I'm protecting the intestines from being punctured, along with holding back the intestines from spilling out. And I'm just using the tip of my knife. It's very sharp. I just felt it poke me. So, alright. Now this is the fat that you're seeing, trying to peel out. And
That's the whole stomach?
You can pull it up. I gotta put my knife away real quick. Alright. So this is the leaf fat.
Oh.
Here's the stomach.
Wow.
There's a lot of kidney fat as well. Give it a little jostle.
What did you just cut there?
I was loosening up some stuff. Alright. So,
Is that the diaphragm down there?
yes, the diaphragm is over there, but give me 1 second. I gotta
Open it up a tad bit more.
make a further cut. Don't do that weird giggle. Alright, so the intestines are going to hang for a moment. I'm going to pop this cut around the rectum and get it out. So I just make a slice between the hips, straight through. Keep on going until you hit cartilage and connective tissue. Make a slice here. This was a very fatty little wether. Tell y'all what.
Didn't want to cut.
No, it's not supposed to. Just wait.
Oh, is that the pelvis you said you would break?
Yeah, I'm gonna break it. Ready, set.
Did it break?
Yes, it did.
Oh.
You see, it split right there.
Oh, I
Where I
do.
made my cut.
Uh-huh.
So when I put my hands there and did the push, it popped it apart.
Mm.
There we go. We're all the way through the pelvis, and it only took a knife and a little push. It's not that hard. I do it with rabbits as well. Pretty simple. You just make sure you find that where everything connects. That
Intersection?
thank you, sweetie. So we do that because the urethra comes out of here.
Grandma's calling.
Oh. All right. So Grandma called. We had to say Happy Mother's Day. And she was telling us how her day was. So we took a quick pause from videoing. But we got through the pelvis. Now I'm cutting the connective tissue all around that holds the bladder, the urethra, and the colon and the anus out. And then I'm going to start working on going further on through the animal to get all the other stuff loose. Now, I did not grab my mixing bowl to put the fat in, but I will go through after I get it into the bucket, or before the bucket, to start pulling fat apart to save. Just because I render the fat down into tallow for soap making and skin products for my family. Now, we are at this point where I can take my hand and loosen all the fat. And it's quite easy. It's not too hard. You can see there's quite a bit in him. But we're going to continue working in here to get everything loose. And
He is a really fatty goat.
he was. So his brother from another mother, literally, is going to be the same way. Sweetheart, could you pause videoing and run inside and grab? All right, so here's the kidneys and the kidney fat. I just cut them out while she was running to grab the bag. I'm just going to peel the fat off the kidneys. We are going to save the kidneys for cat treats.
And you can hear the cat.
Yeah, she's already waiting. So the fat goes in there. I'm actually tossing the organs I'm saving in there. And I did cut both kidneys out. And they're a nice, good, healthy size. I don't see any issues with them. Besides, you know, he was a little fat guy. So, this, doing goats and stuff, it's not the best smell when you butcher animals. So I always tell people as a tip when you're doing this to, chew some mint gum. Here's some leaf fat. You should give it a nice little jostle and it'll come right off.
Whoa, that's actually really pretty.
It actually is quite pretty. Look at it through the light. Like, it glitters and shimmers.
Whoa.
So, this will all make beautiful tallow, lip balm, and stuff for my family. Which, a healthy source of care products is quite important. And knowing where everything comes from is as well.
This came from Brownie.
Oh, honey. Honey. Okay, so...
I'm sorry.
Oh, honey.
I'm not wrong.
There's moments where you have to,
Not say that.
yeah. So,
Mm,
good grief, child. I love you.
I love you too.
Alright, here's the other side of that.
Oh.
I was looking for it. I don't know why I was having such a hard time figuring it out. Alright.
So why is there two big? What are those?
His stomach.
Oh.
Okay. Quiet time. I don't want to puncture anything while I'm doing this cutting.
The baby goat said no.
Teenage humor. Ray disappeared quite quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he go?
Probably.
To his room.
Maybe, yeah.
Nice good piece of fat.
Yeah, the bag's just closing on.
Yeah. Alright. I think that's it of that. I'm kind of done. Whoops.
Ooh, you're done. Your bucket says that too.
It ran. It's like, yeah, we're done. Alright, time to get done with this. I'm going to start cutting the connective tissue that holds the intestines and everything in onto the spine. This has taken a little longer just because I'm doing the video than I would actually prefer.
So what did you just cut through there?
I just cut through the bladder.
Mm.
That sucker needs to go away. Oh, it's so slippery. Alright. So,
Is that all fat around?
yeah, that's all fat around his intestines. And you can see the poop.
Mm.
He was fed very well. Reaching behind. Pulling it out. And this is where I do this. Squeeze all that away. Just going to cut right through there. Gonna pull that out, lay it right there. I'm gonna disconnect the liver from its connecting areas. Oh, I tore it a little, but oh well. There we go. I just opened up the diaphragm.
Well, you could hear it.
Yeah. Ain't that cool?
Mm-hmm. So that was the lungs deflating?
No, it was the diaphragm getting oxygen in there.
Oh.
Because the lungs
Were deflated?
have stopped working, and when you breathe in and out,
Mm-hmm.
your diaphragm is a whole bunch of muscles, and it contracts. So when you exhale, it's to its original state, kind of. Like there's no oxygen in your rib cage.
Mm.
It's sterile. There's no oxygen in there besides in your lungs and in your blood.
Okay.
So now we're at the point where I'm cutting the diaphragm out. Ooh, let's take a look at this liver. So, oh boy, oh boy. 1 second. I gotta finish this quickly. Just because it's becoming a little. I'm reaching all the way down. I have the jugular or the air pipe in my hand. I'm pulling up as I'm cutting and away. My knife's having a hard time. There we go. Right through it. There. There goes the intestines. There.
So
So
is that pink stuff right there, the diet.
lungs.
Oh, those are the lungs?
This is the lungs.
Whoa, they're tiny.
Here's the heart. It's covered in fat.
Very chubby goat.
Okay. Last bit of the blood comes out. Ah!
Are you going to use the heart?
We are. Growing up, we would, my stepdad got a moose. Or not a moose, it was a mountain goat. And you can see all the valves.
That's really cool.
So, we're going to cut it up and clean it. And he made a stir fry with it.
Oh.
It was really yummy. So I keep them for that. I did it once for you guys, and you guys loved it.
Oh.
Copper was all excited about freeze-dried liver.
Oh, actually?
Oh, she was doing burnout. So, when you harvest your liver, here is the bile gland. We are going to cut all that out. But you can see this is a very healthy liver. There's no white spots or anything. Actually, it's really good. So I'm going to cut the bile out, and then I'm going to toss that in with the rest of the organs that we won't be using. And clean it and freeze dry it before I drop it. So I'm just gonna not smack my head on that.
Oh, that's what you almost did.
Okay, so I'm cutting around. So we are losing a piece of the liver to this. Can you tell me what the liver does for your body?
I learned this a
You
bit
did.
ago.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
My finals are in 2 weeks.
I know. That's why I'm
I
asking.
need to study.
Okay, well.
Oops. Oh. I sort of forgot.
The
Don't
liver is the giant filter for the body. So
Yeah, and it does, like-
alcoholics have horrible livers. There are all sorts of stuff wrong with them. So, all right, I'm done at this point. So I'm gonna make the final cut, get everything in the bag, and we're going to take him down. You need to videotape what I'm doing.
I am.
No.
I dropped it. So I'll have him videotaped you dropping it.
So now we're gonna finish skinning him, and then I'm gonna piece him out. So Natalie, you can stop filming now.
We out.
Alright, so we are back. It takes a while to get them fully skinned. Skin them like a deer. He still has his tail and rectum on his hide. But that's fine. Right now rinsing off all the extra little hairs just so I can finish up. I'll show you how to cut around the joints and piece out this animal so you can have fresh goat in your freezer. And y'all will know how to do it. Alright. Well, 1 second. I'm just giving them a good rinse. I'll tell you when. Alright. Done, love. Alright. My hands are uber greasy. You have to videotape me in it. Am I even in this, or is it like half of me? Because if you're doing half of me... I've been trying to coach her through videotaping. I need a different knife. This one's all gross. Let me go grab one. Well, I was washing him. I was too busy doing that. Let me go grab the smaller knife. It'll be best for that anyway.
Well, you can pause it now.
Alright.
Did Brownie not Junior? I'm surprised at you.
I wanted to get it done and over with. So, I'm going to use a filleting knife. Generally we use them for fish, but you can use it in this case because all my other knives are pretty dirty. You can see those hose navy. Alright, so right here on the goat leg, you can see that all the tendons and stuff.
Put her in the dog run.
All
Copper.
So, all the tendons and stuffs are connected. I like to bend the knee,
Go.
like when I do the cuts for skinning, and I just make my incision right there. You heard that pop? That's actually the tendons being sliced through. So I just like to go between the bones.
What's up, dude?
Give it a nice rounded cut. Hey, buddy, I'll be inside once I'm done with this. Okay? You want to go inside and keep on watching TV? Love you.
You want to go play out front?
I want to see the puzzle.
The butcher, you want to see this?
Okay, come on over here.
All right,
Stand by me.
go stand by Ray, please. I just want to make sure you're okay watching. All right, so, see, we're already getting there. I'm going to flip him this way to make it a little...
Who are him?
We don't say who they are after
His
we
dinner.
butcher their dinner. Okay? It just makes it a little easier for you guys not knowing whose dinner. Okay? Love you, sweetie. It's just the best way to go about it.
She learned that one time.
And we never speak of whose dinner.
Ever again?
Ever again. Caitlin made sure of that one.
Oh, I know.
All right. So one leg off. This one I've already made the first slice. So I'm going to go through and just slightly follow it. When you are butchering and cutting around the joints, don't force it. If your knife is sharp enough, like mine is, it just easily goes around and slices through the tendons and stuff. You can give it a little twist. It loosens it up and it allows you to find the other spots where you need to make your cuts. I know I'm missing a few spots.
Copper's staring at us.
Oh, well, excuse you.
That made fun.
It did make a fart sound. There we go. As you saw, I had to move the joint around just to allow it to be able to get to those spots. I'm not breaking any bones, it's just breaking fibers. So that's 2. Back ones are fairly easy. All you do is cut that tendon, because we're already done. I'll skim back a little bit, find where I need to cut, run the knife around that area, go to the front, do the same. This is the same technique I use for rabbits as well.
As the bunnies in the background.
Sweet darling. Give it a nice little pop. Finish doing your last few cuts. And it's that simple and quick.
Oh, that's a tendon, not a bone.
It is a tendon.
Mm.
It's a very important tendon for animals.
Very
You have
strong
one.
one. Really?
It's kind of like our Achilles. If they don't have it, if
You
it's
ain't
cut,
walking.
you ain't walking. So it's one of those very vital tendons. Because if an animal can't walk, an animal can't survive.
Oh, never mind.
Who are you going to ask what happens if they don't have it?
Someone put a weasel on it for the back to the move without bone with a leg.
Well, they need it. It helps with the motions of their leg.
No, what is a bone without my heel?
Oh, that's your pelvis. That's your hips, sweetie. And I had to cut through his hips earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. Trying to get my last final cuts done.
Where's your sister? She watching?
She's watching TV. I'm sorry.
She doesn't want to see this either? No.
Always be sad.
You think she'll be sad? Really?
I don't think she will.
4, 8, I 9. I didn't
She's 7. You're 9. You're right. All right, there we go. We did our last little pop. I had to get around and loosen everything. There we go. So now we're at that part. I'm going to, of course, rinse everything else, rinse it down once I'm done piecing out when I go to package. But I'm going to take off the back legs right now. And we like to keep our legs whole. So I'm going to follow the lines of the animal. And that's just cutting loose this, flipping it on its side. It's pretty simple to butcher a goat. They kind of have like a little blueprint of where to cut.
I don't hold your phone. I don't hold your phone.
My phone's in my pocket. This is Mom's phone.
I
It's
don't hold Mom.
videotaping.
All right, now I'm into the socket. Gonna work my tip of my blade around in there just to loosen up some stuff. There we go.
You're warm.
It's not that cold.
My arm's cold.
My feet cold.
Gonna give it a little flippy flip.
Flippy flip.
Oh my goodness. Are you that cold?
No, my hand's that cold.
That's not so nice. You shouldn't freeze your brother like that. All right.
Stop doing
So,
that.
I'm almost there. I'm going to keep on running my knife through. Now I can really bend and rotate the leg. I'm going to spin it.
Oh, they can do that?
This is rotating the tendon.
Oh.
And then I
Ball
cut
joint, I should say.
the connective tissue to the joint. You can see it's right there. Ooh, those flies are starting to come out, so I'm going to hurry up with this. Sweetheart, could you go inside and grab me a baking sheet so we can put all this in it? All right, I'm going to show you. You may touch the leg. Ooh. Now, you should wash your hands before you go.
My hand's in my pocket.
Okay.
I'm washing this jacket. Oops.
All right, so I'm cutting off the front leg. It's pretty simple. There's a lot of connective tissue. Hi, Copper. Hi, Sable. Don't you think of stealing my legs.
I'll smack you with the leg. Oh, you almost smacked Sable in the face, actually.
Oh, Sable. You have a stick, Noah?
He didn't go get it.
All right, so front legs come off that easily. Just a few swipes of your blade. So there's the foreleg and the shoulder. You can see the shoulder bone right there. Hi, Caitlin.
It's red. Those are rabbits.
That's one
The
thing.
world's biggest rabbit ever. No, it's a goat, sweetheart.
It's a really big rabbit.
Caitlin's like, is that a goat or a rabbit?
Look at that bite. Definitely a
Biggest rabbit I've ever seen. Tell you what.
Get away. Mom got a really sharp tool.
A tool.
Yeah, that's a tool. The tool of cutting stuff.
You're absolutely correct.
You are, sweetheart.
And they're very sharp.
You're right.
What's it for dinner, Mom?
What are we having for dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. You guys want to have goat tonight for Mother's Day?
Yeah.
And Mom Day today?
Those are some meaty legs.
Very meaty legs.
And
A lot
bone.
meatier than our younger ones. But I really don't want to raise them out that long either. All right. Here we go.
I can't pick you both up.
Oh boy.
I'm barely gonna hold on to your sister for very long. She's gonna go down soon.
She's getting heavy.
They're both older and heavier.
You guys are growing up. You're not so little no more. So as you can see, apparently butchering is a whole...
Now, keep going.
That handover didn't go so great.
No, at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Alright, so as you all can see, apparently goat butchering has now become a whole family affair. Kids are pretty used to this. They are raised on a farm.
You 5, 04, 03, 02, no lost that, okay? I know, Sophie.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you guys have farm chores to go do soon too. I would like them done early in the morning. Alright, so we're on pretty much the final part of the leg saga.
One more way, then we go.
So, as I'm going to show you again, front leg, you can see it's very separated. This is just how it is on pretty much any four-legged animal. I'm just going to do a nice little slice here. I'm going to take the whole shoulder off. Then make yourself a snack, love, and pop it there. It was very simple and quick. I am going to take what's left of the jugular out. Reach in, give a good feel. I got everything. Yeah, that's everything. Now I'm going to show you how I piece out the rest of the goat. I'm going to cut off the belly skirt because that just makes really good skirt steaks and stuff like that. So it's just a simple cut along the ribs up to the spine. Gonna toss that there. Flip it over. Do the same thing. And I'm just following the lines of the rib. Oh, there's a piece of a rib. If you're a little hasty like that, you'll get the piece of the rib. So, back through. There's that little rib I'm gonna take with me. I'm not too worried about fanciness. It's just for our family. I'm going to cut out the tenderloin. Now the tenderloin or the back strap runs down the spine, down towards the hip bones. It's pretty much the same for rabbits and any other big animal.
Black Bear.
Cut that ligament right there and just make it a little easier for myself. Probably should have done this first, to be honest. But, I'm gonna take all this extra meat off. Now, I'm not a professional butcher. I'm just doing what's best, like what works out for us. Gonna run my fingers. There it is. There's a lot of silver skin. A lot of silver skin, so let's work on working that off.
Are you hungry?
You might want to get on this side, dear.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Okay, I will make something for you.
Thank you, Noah.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Don't make any food for Mommy, please. Thank you.
Yeah, the flies are starting to come out.
I know, that's why I'm trying to hurry up. I don't want to deal with the flies. My best suggestion for anybody that's doing this in the springtime, do it really early in the morning. Like, we should have started at 6, but we started at 8. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. But I just don't want to deal with flies in my meat. I think everybody's kind of that way. Nobody likes bugs. So I'm going to follow the bone, the ribs, work myself through that line, cut it out. And I'm not too worried about how much meat I'm leaving behind, because all it means is our bone broth is going to have so much deliciousness to it. I'm going to run the knife down the spine. You pick a side of the vertebrate you're going to go on. There are ridges on their spines. And you just run your knife through it. There we go. I like to work my fingers through it. Now, of course, the loins are nothing like a cow or a moose or caribou or any of those big animals, but it's still really good. And I like dicing it up and sauteing it and eating it with some rice and some vegetables. Ooh, so good. Now, I've had people ask us, why would you eat goats? They're so goaty. Honestly, I've never really had a super goaty goat from our farm. If I had goaty meat or goaty milk, it was all from the store. And I can't suggest more, or can't suggest enough, is the best way to put it, how important it is, especially when you live in a very isolated state like Alaska. We have a very, very unsustainable food system up here because we have to get most of our food shipped up here. And raising your own food. What is wrong with you two? Hey, Copper.
Well, that was Sable.
I know. Copper. She's like, no, that's my friend. Oh, poor Copper. I'm sorry. I thought you would like it. I'm so sorry.
That was such a... I don't want that in my mouth.
I'm sorry, Cooney. I didn't realize you'd be that offended. So, Apparently some dogs. Sable's not really eating it. He's like, wait, this is one of my friends. But yet they'll eat the meat as soon as it's cooked. Weird dogs. They just don't like raw meat.
It's probably for the best.
Oh, you know, that's great because they're farm dogs. They go and they cuddle with the babies and they keep them warm and stuff. I'm not at all worried. But as I was going on about food security, it's really important to have that, especially when you live in a state that doesn't have a great food security system like Alaska. And, you know, I just find ourselves blessed that we live here.
Whatever you want to make me, dude.
You just opened a can of worms.
I
there.
know I did.
He always makes you something super cool, though. But being able to raise your own meat is really important. And if you want to live a healthier, sustainable life, honestly, I couldn't suggest it more than to do it. But I can understand there are some people that just can't do it, and that's fine. And there's us locals that have small-scale farms and stuff like that that can. So it's always something great. You can always find a homesteader somewhere. But the important part is healthier food for the family, in my opinion, is the best food. And we raise these animals with more than enough food, more than enough everything. As you all saw, he was a chunky guy. But, you know, some people will say, oh, Nigerian dwarfs don't give enough meat. They give enough babies to make up for the meat. And honestly, it's worthwhile for the extra work. It was nice when it was cold, but it's starting to warm up. Almost done getting this loin out. My goodness, these flies are coming.
Yeah, those are big ones.
I know. I'm gonna have to fight them off. Go away. Alright, I'm just at the last part. Run the blade all the way down. Meet all the bones. This is where your knife gets dull. And please be careful. Don't cut yourself. Alright. Look at that beautiful loin. Just gorgeous. I can't wait to eat that tonight. So, you see there's a lot more meat here. I'm actually going to cut the pelvis off and probably give it to the dogs to chew on if they want it. And it's just a simple cut. There's plenty of meat on here. Let's find that. There it is. Oh man, that one's a little harder for me to do. Oh, that's why. I didn't get all the way through to get all that connective junk. Just a simple cut here and there. Twist. Bend. Cut. That'll be a dog treat for later. Now the ribs and all this meat right here on the ribs, we're going to actually keep it there. What I like to do is I will take a whole rib, rack, and upper spine, and I'll bake it, and then I will put it in my giant stock pot and make delicious bone stock out of it. And honestly, don't let anything go to waste here. It's very important to us to use as much as possible. And once we're done with our bone stock, it goes to the chickens. And the chickens get all the protein they need and calcium and stuff like that from the stock and not the stock, but from the leftovers of making our stock. And it's just a great way to just have a closed system to keep food security, because we have chickens for breaking down.
The foxes around the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, foxes around the neighborhood. I don't want to talk about that. Stinking foxes. I got some strong words for those suckers. But one second. There we go. I had to do that so I could find where I'm making my cuts. Now my daughter was asking me where I learned all this. And I do have to say thank you to my stepfather for teaching me when I was young how to do this. Because fishing and camping was our fun parts. Now this is going to be a great pressure cooker meal right here to make some nice neck roast. But pretty much we're all done. I'm going to stick this in a bag, put it in the freezer. And I'm going to finish cleaning that and package it in our freezer paper and toss it in the freezer and label it. Have a great day.